Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Funhouse. It's me, Jason. Are you ready to have fun? I am. Oh, boy! Joining me, as always, is Finite Atticus, my dear, good, sweet, kind, loving friend. Say hi, Finite.
No.
Okay, and my other friend, who's also sweet, loving, kind, dear, and funny, and wants a dick, is Schizophrenic Queen. Say hi, Schizophrenic Queen.
Whee!
Hi, guys. We missed you a lot. It's been a very long week, and I'm extraordinarily tired, but I'm here today because I'm dedicated to you, my viewers, who I love dearly and dream about. And this
Kazaa.
week, yeah, whatever. I'll bring those butts right up to, press them right up against your screen, and I'll kiss them right now. Go ahead, do it. I'm coming in close. This is really scary. I'm going to do it. This is the first live butt kissing right on the internet. What a great way to kick off the show, huh? So some people are probably wondering why I named the show President Harding and his best friend Jerry. I think that's what I named it. I'm not quite sure if that's what I named it or not. And I know that my two friends have no idea. They just know that President Harding happens to share my last name. I would like to state for a fact that I am not related to him. And
He's lying.
Shut up! And he is not related to me. We just happen to have the last name. When I was a young kid, and before I found out how frickin' corrupt a president he was, I thought it was really cool, and I told kids at school, yeah, he's like my great, because I thought he lived in like the Pleistocene. I said he was like my great, grandfather. When I got older and I found out what a shitty president he was, I kind of distanced myself from him. Warren G. Harding was the 29th president of the United States. His entire presidency was marred with scandal. He had a group of friends that he posted to high cabinet positions, which were called the Ohio Gang. They were all corrupt. They were all in it for the money. And also, he was only president for 2 years because he fucking died. I think of pneumonia or something like that. But here's the other fun part. He died in San Francisco. So when I was living in San Francisco, there was just a ton of stuff named after him. Harding Golf Course, Harding other stuff I can't remember right now. But I'm not here to talk about his presidency or how corrupt he was. This last couple of weeks, perhaps you saw it on...
You found out he was a giant pervert.
Oh. Not a pervert per se. They found love letters that he had written to one of his best friend's wives because he was carrying on an affair with her. And these weren't just... I mean, let me ask you guys.
So he was a normal president.
What do you think of when you think of love letters to, like, you know, someone that you love? I mean,
I've never gotten...
It's the 1920s.
I'm jealous.
You're writing a love letter to someone that you love. What do you think the language was like in those love letters?
Yo, baby.
Oh, very
Yo, baby. Yo, what's up?
Dear
totally
lady with the fair hair and the tight breeches bottoms and beautiful shoes.
What's a breeches bottom?
I have no idea. I just made that shit up. Monkey Tail keeps asking for the link. Can somebody post it in Skype? Because Skype won't come up on my thing.
Monkey Tail, I sent it to you in Google. I sent the invite through Google+.
Well, if he's watching, he'll hear it in a few seconds.
Okay.
I was just going to send it to him on Facebook because he's all like, let me in.
Okay, so...
He's pounding at the door.
My love in the beautiful breeches and gorgeous curlers.
In the toonies.
Let's put it this way. It's kind of a mix of that...
Is it bad? Is he like, I want to skull fuck you? Yes.
I want to stick it in your eye socket, baby.
Because nothing says love more than telling someone that you want to pop out one of their eyes and fuck the socket.
I wish somebody wanted to fuck my eye socket, jeez.
Don't you have a boyfriend? I'm sure if you asked him, he'd do it.
Alright, let me ask him real quick.
He's not there. Oh, you're going to email him now? You're going to email him. I hope he's with friends when he gets this message. Oh, just a second. It's my loving girlfriend.
Skull fuck me.
I got to go home.
Oh, my.
Hey, Monkey Tail. We were talking about...
Oh, look. It's Monkey Tail. You know how to do, everybody. Let's give him a big hand.
Hey, reprobate.
Oh.
he said it's.
Why are you awake? And why?
Wait,
And
you
why
gotta
aren't
hear
you
this.
eating something?
It's 2:00 in the morning.
It's 3 actually. That's why I have the special. This is the official watch of a very public spanking of. This has my time, his time, and Addie's time.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I put my
Okay.
penis on it.
So what I sent him was, would you fuck my eye socket? And he said, wait, what? I don't think I would. The fuck?
Tell him you had an accident, and he's gonna have to adjust to a new you.
If I
when he gets
told
home.
him I had an accident, he would leave work right now and come home, and then I would.
Well, make it sound like it's a pee-pee accident. He won't rush home if he thinks you've peed the bed or something.
Tell me about translate.
Oh, I peed the bed, and that's why I want you to answer whether or not you'd fuck my eye socket, baby. You know how
Okay.
sexy I get.
Okay, so
That's
we're
right.
talking about presidents who skull fuck
We're
people.
talking about. Yeah, so we're talking about presidential skull fucking. We're talking about President Warren G. Harding, who was carrying on an affair with one of his best friend's wives. And what came to light
Would've
are
been
a whole
hotter
lot
if
of his
he-
love letters to this woman. Her name was. You haven't heard the love letters yet. Carrie
Fuzzy
Fulton
Britchie
Phillips
Bottom.
was her name. Yeah, it was Fuzzy Britchie Bottoms. I'm going to read the first quote. Now, some of you may have seen this on John Oliver on HBO. If you haven't, then here is the first excerpt that I managed to find online. Quote,
Okay.
I hurt with the insatiate longing until I feel that there would never be any relief until I take a long, deep, wild draught on
A
your
dump?
lips. Draught
Dump
on your
face.
lips. And then bury my face on your pillowing breasts. That's a tamer quote. Yeah, I think you could get away with that in like Shakespeare.
Oh man, my writing was like that.
Okay, can we go back to the skull fucking thing for a minute? Cause like,
No, how about no?
no wait, he said some more stuff and it's funny.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cause he said the fuck and I said just wondering, and then he said that just seems horribly uncomfortable all around. Plus, what if my piercings got stuck?
Oh my god.
Well, technically, if you put it in someone's mouth, you are skull fucking them, right? You're putting it in their skull.
No, I
Yeah,
think
but we
this
wouldn't
part's
have
the
to worry
skull.
about
This
your
part's your
piercings
jaw.
getting stuck in my mouth.
Well, I would think that the skull would be the whole thing, but whatever. All right. So anyway, Mr. Harding, Doctor. I'm sorry, Doctor President Harding.
Dr. Harding. Hey, here is the second quote.
Oh, please.
And it comes with this bit of information.
I like ode to my jism on your face.
Close. He refers to his penis several times in the letters, and he named his penis Jerry. So when he
Okay.
mentions Jerry in this next quote, it's his erection that he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry came and will not go, and says he loves you, that you are the only love worthwhile in all this world. He is so utterly devoted that he only exists to give you all. I fear you would find a fierce enthusiast today. Wish I could take you to Mount Jerry.
He's embarrassed.
Jerry.
Now that's some presidential
I
writing
want to
right
name
there.
my dick. What should I name my dick?
Your invisible one?
How
the
about
one you-
penis?
The one you don't have? How about penis? I'm so imaginative, I named my dick Penis. Hello, Penis. Hi, brother. That's boring.
No, you know what? If only presidents today that were that creative. Now I'm going to talk to you all about my penis, and you're all going to have to listen because I'm the fucking president. Just
who are you doing right now?
I'm trying to do Barack. I guess it's terrible, isn't it?
Y'all listen?
Does he say? He says y'all a couple times. I think
Does
I've heard
he?
him say
I
it.
don't think I've ever heard him say y'all.
I just made that up.
My fellow Americans,
I don't know who he's talking. Who is he doing?
He's doing Barack, but
Oh, he's doing Barack Obama.
so it has to sound a little bit like Southern Jesus.
They all have to sound like Southern.
Oh my.
Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Bill Clinton probably has tons of love letters that we'll never see that were probably infinitely more explicit than that.
I think George
Dear
Washington also
Monica,
had a.
I want to stick my dick in your ass.
Jesus.
Actually, no. George Washington wrote
wanna-
love letters to his own wife that were perverted.
Well, that's your wife, and maybe that's what she demanded. You
But,
can be president, but I demand a dirty letter every week from you, George.
I remember reading Ron
Alright.
Chernow's. I remember reading Ron Chernow's biography of George Washington, which was really well written. It was a great read. That said that a later wealthy man, I think it was Rockefeller, possibly, owned those letters and burned them because he thought they were too tawdry.
Oh, brother.
And
They
then
probably
only
weren't at
copies
all.
Was it
Yeah,
next
well,
to go?
he said, "I take out my teeth, my wooden teeth, and I kiss Martha." And
Hey, what did they call motorboating before there were motorboats?
probably paddling. I don't know.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
They just called it.
They just-
They said,
How do
"Well,
you spell blah, 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 in this letter, darling? Is it BWBBWBB?
Excuse me, darling. I want to start a little craze. I don't know what to call it yet, but would you let me have your boobies? Thank you.
Someone's going to have to invent something. That's farting.
No. You've never motorboated that well before. You don't. If you do
That's
it with
not motorboating. That's just making a fart sound.
A pair of firm breasts will make a sound like that.
How do you know if your breasts are firm? If I have to have them, I
If-
might as well
well, if-
know.
The way that you tell is the doctor puts his face in between your breasts and goes, and he says your breasts are firm. I feel no lumps. You're fine. There you go. Go home.
If you can bounce, if you can bounce a quarter off.
them. I knew you were gonna say it.
I'm afraid mine probably aren't that firm because I lost a lot of weight.
Let me ask you something. If you throw something onto them, does it sink in, and do you have to dig to get it out?
No.
Well, then you're fine.
I can't even get the cleavage going on because I dropped a cup size when I lost all my weight.
Yeah, that happens. I lost like
weight
5 cup sizes.
I want to lose more weight and lose another cup size, and then everybody be like, "Queenie, no," and I'll be like, "Fuck you, losers." Who's gonna be like, "Queenie, no"? Everybody who likes my boobs, they're gonna be like, "Queenie, no."
Okay, everyone in the comment section, all 8 viewers of you, do you want her to keep her boobs? Where's my chat feature?
You don't have a cheat. You didn't. You got to do it. You got to switch what
I
you do.
thought I did. I
No, you
thought
have
I
to-
clicked
There's 2 selections on the right when you open up a live feed.
it.
You have to
Yes.
choose the one that says Google Hangout Easy, and it will make a chat instead of a comment section.
Blah, but I clicked the Q&A thing before I opened it. Oh, there it is, Q&A.
That's different.
Here we go.
No.
Didn't they call... I'm reading.
No.
I'll destroy you.
Oh,
Didn't they
fuck
call
you.
Germans Jerry somewhere around World War I? Coincidence? No, that's exactly why. It was World War II, and that's why we called them all Jerrys. In honor of our late dead president's dick. McKenna McLaughlin. God, that's a great name. That is an
McLaughlin.
awesome name. McKenna McLaughlin. You got to get the in there. McKenna McLaughlin. He sounds more like W and Clinton surprise butt sex baby.
McKenna's a woman.
I know.
Oh, I thought you said he.
No, I said it's in her quote. He sounds more like W and Clinton surprise butt sex baby. That's what it says. Atheist priestess says his cock is huge in France. That's because of the metric system. Everything sounds bigger in centimeters. Everything.
Mm.
Hey, do you use centimeters to measure your dick in Scotland, or do you use inches? Or
Mine
do you
is
use some
500
weird thing like
centimeters.
the measurement that I never understand is stone. I weigh 4 stone. I weigh 96 stone. I don't even know how much that is.
I use a Scottish mile.
You use the Scottish mail?
I use a Scottish mile to measure my dick.
What's
I think-
wait. What? So how much is a stone?
I think it's 7 pounds.
Stone's £14.
14 pounds. Sorry, I was way off.
Yeah, but why 14? That sounds so arbitrary.
It's
Don't
old,
ask me.
old timey.
The imperial measurements are all fucking arbitrary.
I mean, like a foot, right?
Atheist priestess says that her breasts are named Barnes and Noble.
Can I? No.
I only came on the show to tell Jason that there's hope for his type 2 diabetes yet.
I heard
To be
that.
cured.
Go ahead, tell the story, because other people may not have heard it.
Well, there's folks that have been testing on mice, and they found a protein that can reverse diabetes
Mm-hmm.
and cure your body's lack of
Oh, this is the
your
link I
problem.
sent you, Jason.
But it's only found in
Your
donkey.
insulin resistance.
Hmm.
So they found that if they inject like once, it can do you for a couple of weeks.
Ooh.
If they inject over a period of time, it helps it sort out your insulin resistance and set your body to the correct mode.
You know, I've gotten my
That's only for
diabetes
type
well
2.
in control by just eating foods that aren't terrible for me.
Yeah,
And,
but this can cure it for
Terrible
you.
foods are delicious.
I mean, I would really, really, really need a pizza in order to inject myself with some protein in order for me to be good for 2
But you
weeks.
gotta have this pizza.
Oh, I
This
need the
ingredient
pizza! I
the
want
bacon grease
put
covered
French
bacon
fries on
pizza.
it.
Yeah, a bacon grease covered bacon
macaroni.
pizza.
As a diabetic, I can eat as much bacon as I want.
No,
There's
on a
hardly-
pizza though, no, right?
Oh no, the bread and the sauce.
Yeah.
But see,
Oh, sauce too? Really?
Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. They have lots of sugar in them.
True. Yes.
Ever eaten a sun-dried tomato? It tastes like candy.
Yes. Oh. Well, I found them salty, but yeah, I put them on burgers and cook them into burgers sometimes.
Polixter wants you to name your dick Warhammer, Queenie.
It shall be done. And I'll smack people with it.
not
I'll be like,
Warhammer.
feel the wrath of my Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yeah, that'll win the ladies over.
What? I bet all the bitches want to get smacked by my dick.
Hey, look, when they're not loving hands,
I made a
bitches
face
want
ball. Look at
I'm
that
gonna
hard
say,
face palm.
Queenie, no! You're gonna get a dick and you're gonna turn into an MRA dude. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be like, oh, fucking women don't fucking know what they want.
They don't know. They don't know they want me. That's what.
They don't know they don't want to get slapped in the face with my dick,
My Warhammer.
with my Warhammer. You tattoo
What?
love and
We'll
hate
have
on
to get
either
that filmed.
side.
What if I smacked them gently and with consideration?
Lightly tap them.
With consideration.
I'll use consideration when I smack them with my dick.
Pardon
I'll
me,
be
darling. You don't mind if I lightly tap your chin with my penis, do you?
like-
Not at all, God,
Please.
What's her face from Enders? She likes to get smacked on the cheek via dick.
Who does?
The wifey from N-Dubs.
I don't know who
Never
that
seen
is.
hand.
If I had a dick, I'd have to pierce it.
Once again, what are we talking about? It's Friday
Go
night.
back to go
and
back
we're
to
fucking talking about her dick.
go back to Dr. Harding.
It'll
then.
be like
Dr. Harding. Go back to Professor Harding and his wondrous penis machinimagig.
You wind it up like this, and it goes straight up.
You don't wind it up. It's one of those pull things.
It's our pump. It has a foot pedal with a pump inside of it.
It
That's
has
the kind you fan the flames with.
it has two indentured Chinese servants that use a billows on the side. They're like,
That's the
oh,
word, billows.
harder, boys! I'm gonna have a fun night tonight.
Guess what? That was Viagra before Viagra.
Viagra was two Chinese laborers on a billows.
Yes.
Lord, there goes all of our viewers.
Yeah, we've
I
just
don't
increased our
care. I'd
viewers to
smack him with
3,000.
my dick anyway.
See,
So
they're
come
not
here,
used to this.
viewers. Oh, there. Wait, let me get my phallic toy here.
We're expecting all this talk tomorrow.
Come here. The one with the phallic nose. Here, you shall
Hello.
be my dick, and I shall call him Reginald.
That looks so disturbing.
Reginald?
Oh, fuck, I need it.
That's my
Reginald.
name.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Do you guys have names for your, I'm not counting you, Queenie.
No,
I
I've never named him.
Have you ever had
Um,
someone you were with try to name it?
My wife used to say it was hers. My ex-wife used to say it was hers. This is mine.
She'd grab it and she'd say, "This is mine."
She'd
Yeah.
grab it in her teeth and growl like a cat with a fresh piece of chicken, like
No, like a growl like a cat with a bird in its mouth. Ah!
pulls you across the room.
Here's a present.
What about
I do have a name.
Okay, go for it.
I call it the Highlander. Because
what?
it comes from the Highlands, and when it loses its head, you get the quickening.
Oh my!
Does it have a best friend that's Scottish but speaks that pretends it's Spanish?
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's not met Ramirez yet.
You know what? I honestly believe that they tricked Sean Connery into making that movie. He's like, finally, I'm going to make a movie in Scotland featuring Scottish people. Oh, well, you're playing a Spanish man. And what now?
No. No, good sir. He played an Egyptian.
Wait,
I'm
he
supposed to be Egyptian. Fuck this shit.
But his name was frickin' Cortez or something like that.
Ramirez. But
Ramirez.
was...
Yeah, but he lived many lives, didn't he? So Ramirez may have been a later name, right? I think that's what they were getting at.
You watch that movie, he'll say he started in Egypt, married a wife in Japan.
Or it's just an inconsistency in the film.
All I know is that they had a
Or,
French man playing a Scottish person, and now a Scottish person playing an Egyptian Spanish guy.
And your mom playing.
All they needed was a Chinese African and someone from Mars to round out that cast. For those of you who don't know, or are too young, or don't care, we're talking about the phenomenal 1980-something film Highlander. Oh, no, it's The Highlander, in which people are immortal unless someone cuts off your head. Huh?
Otherwise, we're talking about my penis.
Otherwise, yeah, we're talking about Monkey Tail's penis. Why didn't you just call it the Monkey Tail?
True.
Highlander job.
That'll work. If it's prehensile, even better. Can you peel a banana with it? Speaking of which, elephants have prehensile penises.
Isn't that
Do you think
amazing?
you have bananas with them?
I don't know if they eat bananas. They can
But
use it like
can you
they can use it like a
imagine
tripod. They use it like a cane when they're on unstable ground, which sounds really uncomfortable.
Can you imagine standing on your dick?
Standing on my own, like it was down there and I stepped on it. It happens all the time.
No,
ladies.
I mean like.
No, you step on your balls.
I thought you sat on your
That's
balls.
funny.
I thought you sat on your balls. Like you gotta lift them gently every time before you sit down, or else
No,
you'll
it's
squish
just
them.
like, you know how you're not constantly aware of every part of your body, but you kind of know where they are? It's
Yeah.
like, that applies to everything except your testicles. So you have to make a conscious, you have to do an inventory of where they are before you sit.
So Jason's got his hands all down his pants. He's all like, "All right, let's make sure we don't sit on it."
That's
this
right.
time."
Constantly, when I'm on BART and going to work, I'm like, "Excuse me, oh, okay, I'm gonna go down slowly. Don't. This is normal, right, guys? Where are you going?"
Why are
And
you
the
calling
only
the police, lady?
That's why I wear tighty whities.
Oh, I mean, that's why I wear boxer briefs.
I want to wear boxer briefs.
No one is stopping you from buying a pair of boxer briefs and wearing them.
I wanna. I don't know what
In
size.
point of
should I-
fact, they're kind of hot on a woman.
Yeah,
I should wear boxer briefs all the time, man.
I let mine swing free.
What's the point in wearing them if you're just going to take them off and
Wait,
throw them off?
Monkey Tail just admitted that he doesn't wear underwear at all,
No,
which means
I
he's
let
gonna have
mine swing free.
testicles
Free ball?
banging
No way.
his ankle when he's like 90.
You're gonna have
I
saggy
have
balls
one ball.
syndrome.
Oh, that's true.
I have one ball, and one of them is the fake one is sewn into the skin. I'm
The
not
fake
bothered
one
about
should have
my
been clear,
balls.
like one of those snow globes.
You could put
So what? He just takes his balls and it makes
a
little
piece of
snowflakes
coral in the middle of it.
I
not
asked
like-
my surgeon to put in a glowing red ball so I could pretend it's a Terminator.
Dun, 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 dun.
But he wasn't smiling at that crack, unfortunately. No sense of humor.
If only it was one of those balls that you shake up and it lights up. You know, it has the little LEDs in it. Then you could see it through the scrotum.
I actually put in a glass eye instead, so I can just look at someone as I go down.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck. So, are there any more quotes from Dr. Harding?
None that I could find. I suggest everyone go online and go look them up, because there are dirtier ones that are out there in regards to his penis, and I'm sure flying jism or whatever else was floating his boat at the time. That corrupt old son of a bitch.
So the rest of this is going to be talking about the name of our dick.
Or whatever. Wherever the conversation leads.
Watch this ship, the Flying Jism.
Flying Jism. That's the name of the horse. Coming around the bend, it's Toledo Jones and Flying Jism. Flying Jism by a nose. That would be great. I wish I could hack into a horse race and just give all the horses dirty names. It's Flying Jism and now it's Butt Crack.
Followed by Fucky McFuckerson.
Fucky McFuckerson on the outside, it's Felcher. Felcher on the outside, coming in fast. And Dirty Sanchez.
Followed closely by Stomach Full of Semen.
Yeah, that's where you just give up on naming them cleverly. Followed by I'm gonna fuck your mom in the butt all night long and she's gonna enjoy it.
And then the ladies butt fingering.
No one's commenting anymore. I think they've all left. Wait.
Great, now we can talk about whatever we want to.
Everyone's like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna go this way.
How could they not? Doesn't it always go this way every time this happens?
Wait, how many viewers do we have?
10.
Cool.
A lot of people. This actually gets quite a few views. It's just a lot of them.
A lot of people want to hear about my dick.
Start your own hangout called My Dick. Let's see how that goes over on YouTube.
It'll get 1 million views.
It'll be just like finding Bigfoot since it don't exist yet all, never. You don't got one. I'm going to start a fund to make one and send it to you.
Okay. I would gladly accept.
I
would gladly accept the gift of a dick.
I cannot believe we're talking about dicks again.
Well,
I'm sorry.
There wasn't much to talk about with President Dr.
President Dick. I mean, President Harding.
Dr. President.
Dr. President. Yes.
No,
I would. You know what? I'm gonna name my kid. If I have another kid, I'm gonna name him Dr. President.
Not if I beat you to it.
Well, you probably will.
I was thinking of naming.
It's just going to be a matter of how you're going to have them. If you're going to impregnate someone, or well, wait a minute, you can't have a kid if you have a dick. The kid will never fit through the hole.
Oh, so maybe I should wait for the dick until after I pop out a kid and name it something weird.
Here's what you do.
Guess what? Mommy's getting a penis today.
Have a kid. Make sure it's a boy. Chop his dick off. Sew it to yourself and tell the kid that he's a girl. I'm evil, everyone. Hi.
You're terrible. I would love to have a little boy, though.
Would you?
Tinky wants a girl, but I'm like, I want a little boy.
Boys are evil.
I know, but I could train him to be evil for me.
You're only saying that now because your daughter is not a
I've got the answer. It's okay.
My daughter's not a what?
No, he's talking to me. He's saying my daughter's not a teenager, so.
Oh, yeah. She's
were you
going to be a
saying?
teenager someday, and then you'll be screwed.
Half the time is gone to get there, and I'm terrified. Blah, 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 blah. For now, I'm going to take her on vacation. And
Where are you going on vacation so that everyone knows?
North.
North? Are you going to take her to see Santa?
That's a very lovely
that's interesting. We were talking about Santa the other day.
Did you tell her that, you know?
No. What I said was, "What do you think he's real?" And she said, "Yes, I think Santa's real." And I said, "Well, that's okay."
You're stupid.
No. See, I think.
Wake the fuck up, little girl.
She says, "Well, I've never seen him drop presents. I've never seen him. I've only seen a man in a suit, and it's always a different man every time. And the presents are always things that I ask Mommy for,
And he
and the
hangs
letters to
outside my
Santa something
window.
different. And he's really creepy. And no, and then I said, well, so then why do you believe he still exists? I don't know. I just do.
Because we
Okay.
give the children lots of evidence to believe, or at least we tell him he exists, and they're dumb little kids who will believe anything we tell
I
them.
let her believe what she wants to. I don't tell her what's good or not. I just say, well, if you think you have all that evidence that he doesn't, and you still believe, then you might want to think about that.
Well, I'm encouraging my
Mm.
children that when they tell my grandchildren about Santa Claus, that they use the story that I wish I had used when they were kids, which is this. Santa Claus is a giant tentacled man who slides down into the chimney, and if you've been bad, he slithers up to you and molests your privates, and then leaves. But if you've been good, he'll leave us alone. So for the good of the family and our privates, please be good. We don't want to be molested by the tentacled Santa Claus.
I tried something similar to that with my son for a while, and it worked for a few weeks.
What was that?
If he was naughty, I said, well, I'm going to call the man, and I would pull out my cell phone, and there was a number there that it was just a fake number, and it said the man, and he goes, who's the man? And I go, the man is the man who comes and takes naughty children away.
Oh my God! You just
And he
did
would go,
the child catcher. You should have shown him Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and he'd believe it to this day if you showed him the child catcher.
I would call the
I'm
number.
going to tell any children I have how Rudolph really gets a red nose.
Oh, how?
Because Santa just makes him snort so much coke, and that when he's high, then Santa takes him from behind.
Our generation.
Right.
Oh my. I want to raise my kids to believe in the flying spaghetti monster.
Oh no! No
Shut up.
flying spaghetti monster.
Why not?
Because that is, you have turned that into a real religion, and I don't want to hear about it.
But
I
the
agree, it
Holy
has become a
Lord,
religion.
he boiled for your sins.
Good. I hope someone ate him.
See,
I
I know
ate
it's a
him.
joke.
I hope they
Nah.
fed him to Jesus while he was on the cross.
Hmm?
It's like, here, Jesus, have some fucking
The
spaghetti.
Last Supper was a spaghetti dinner.
Yeah, didn't you know that?
The FSM was a fun joke, but it's been taken too seriously by folks now.
Yeah.
Aww. I
Well,
still
you
want to
don't
get my ordainment registered so I can marry bitches.
Well, what
That's
bothers
what
me
I'm
about
talking
it is that there are actually Christians on YouTube who do not understand that it is a satirical thing to show why it is odd to believe in something.
Especially when they hear
Yeah.
the people ordained as ministers in the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
I am.
It's satire. I don't think that they understand that it's satire. And then they say, well, God's different. And I don't think they understand that that's
I
just
just
special
wanted to-
You think
pleading.
I don't understand that people don't understand satire? I do a satirical show with
No,
puppets,
no,
and
no.
people still get upset about what I do.
No, not you. I'm talking about
Well, what I mean
there
in
are actual
general, the
people who
public
have
in
made
general don't understand. I'm not just talking about Christians. There are people out there who just think that it is actually just a weird religion that's popped up.
Pastafarianism.
You're American.
Mhm.
What would you know about satire
Well,
now?
I just wanted an excuse to open a church and serve people spaghetti and use all the tithe money to get a sex change.
You'd have a two-topic show if we did the hangout. It would be called Dick and Spaghetti, and that's it.
You would watch that show, you would.
I would
I
because
would.
you're my friend, and every time I'd be on it, I'd be like, "You need help, please stop with the Dick and
I'd
Spaghetti."
be like,
show."
I'll get help if you let me sleep on your couch.
You could try to make me make two puppets, one called Dick and the other one Spaghetti, who would sit there and host the show.
No, I'd just make you put a toenail back on Opinion-Ville.
Autumnal will come back onto Opinion-Ville when I think of something funny for her to do.
You should have some excuse for why she was gone, like she went back to prison for a little bit or something. She got
Do you
in a
want-
fight with
okay,
that MRI
this is
dude.
just for the people who are tuning in. Do you want to know who arrested Autumnal and sent her to prison?
Who?
It was AJ's girlfriend, or not AJ.
You know because I told you. His
Oh,
backstory. It was
it
Sass.
Dunderhead?
It was
Yeah,
Sass.
that's
It
what
was
I was
Jason's.
thinking
It was
when it
Jason's
came to
girlfriend. Jason's girlfriend Sass is an FBI agent.
So what exactly did Autumnal go to prison for?
She was a gang leader.
She's
Yeah,
all like,
right.
She
She's like,
sold
I'll break your
meth.
kneecaps.
Yeah.
Buy
She
my
was-
meth or I'll break your kneecaps.
She was a stone cold meth pimp.
So you want to mess with me,
I
huh?
want to be a stone
I'll
cold.
show you
meth
how I
head.
break your kneecaps. With the power and love of the universe. I
No,
will-
that was no. You know the history of that character. Meanwhile, people who tune in to watch you two have no idea what we're talking about. But don't worry, Autumnal will come back.
Yeah, probably. I think maybe she's been busy with other stuff or something. Maybe she ran off in the woods for a while to be with nature.
She runs a store. She can't just disappear.
Yeah, she does. Maybe it's been getting good business.
I reckon she's just been
Are we
stalking
really
it.
having a theoretical conversation about my fictitious characters?
Yes,
Yeah.
I like attention to detail.
I think she's been secretly priming AJ's fears so that he sticks with her.
No,
I don't think she'd manipulate
that's
him.
not in her like that.
And
You're a
you know
mean
that because she's
See,
you.
when you have a real relationship, you tend to treasure it because in prison you can buy anyone for a
That's
pack
right.
of smokes and
When
some
you treasure
soft
someone,
music.
you send them messages over your smartphone that says, "Will you skull fuck me?"
What? Just because that's the kind
If
of
you
open
love me, you
relationship.
Will you cut a hole in my chest and put your penis in the hole?
Oh.
I want to feel it in my lungs.
Oh.
He'll probably come
there's
out with
actually
tar
a movie where that's like have I talked to you guys about Hanger?
What is it with you and these sick, fucked up movies?
I had a
You
gay
know what?
friend.
Wait. Do you know what movie I'm talking about, Jason?
No, but I have a feeling that it's going to be, since
Okay,
the
so
lead-in was someone fucking a wound hole, it can't get much
it's
better.
not a wound hole. Okay, so it's
It's like Ruben.
Hanger is a movie that my brother and I caught on Netflix, and it's probably still on. So everybody watching now, you got to go watch it. And it's a movie about a kid who was aborted by his mother with a hanger. And he is disgusting looking because she scratched up his face and his body with the hanger, but he lived. And I forgot how he was raised or who he was raised by, but he, at some point, no, he fucks another person in their colostomy hole
Yeah,
while
you told-
poop
okay.
comes out.
You told us this one.
You've told us every time. This is your go-to movie story.
No, it isn't.
And I think you're waiting for us to throw up. You're like, yeah, one of these times it's going to catch them off guard. They're going to
wasn't
throw
just
up.
poop. It was diarrhea that
You
came.
you've added the diarrhea part. That was not included in the last time.
Yeah, that's because I'm remembering now, but that is part of the movie. It's not like I made that up.
It just occurred to me.
I think
I
it's
was
a guy
having
in a
lunch,
Santa
and
suit now
just
that I think
remembered there
about it. It's a guy in a Santa suit.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. I think we should all watch it.
No. I love films. That doesn't sound like a
It's a
film.
trauma.
other than-
I
It's
had
probably a
a-
trauma movie
Of
for all I
course
know.
it is.
I had a gay friend who we used to talk all the time and joke around and shit. He would show me these pictures of like a guy with a Coke can shoved up his ass, and
You've told us
Was
that.
it full?
I just
Oh, I
thought
This
see,
is
it
the
was
yeah.
ninth
so
time
heavy because
you
you can
told
only
us
see
the
the
coke
bottom
up the butt
part.
story.
Oh,
What if you
okay.
put the Coke can up your butt to crush it with your ass muscles, and then you pooped it out?
It would probably get stuck in there and cut up your anus really
Oh,
horribly,
yikes.
and
You
have to
see,
be
the
removed.
last thing I watched on Netflix was 48 Hours.
Yeah, I mean, what? Why? Why is it the two of you have one story apiece? He starts with the colostomy bag, and then she finishes with the Coke can story. And then we've heard it before.
I
Now
don't
I'm gonna
remember.
have to dream about it again. You don't remember.
I don't dream, so I'm lucky.
Remember, you're doing this on the internet where these things never die, and one day
Well, I
your
saw a movie
16-year-old
one time.
daughter is going to be, Dad, my friends found that video of you talking about the colostomy bag story.
Well, I saw a
Then
movie one
yeah,
time
you'd be like,
where
that was
this guy.
awesome.
I saw a movie one time where this guy was like doing like he would jack off into his own mouth, and then he would cry because he wanted to kill himself, but he didn't want his boyfriend to be lonely.
Wait,
What was
why
the
would he
name of the
jack off
movie?
into his own mouth if he had a boyfriend who could do it for him?
No, it's because he wanted. I don't fucking know.
He just wanted to eat his own semen?
I guess he'd jerk off into his own mouth, and then like maybe his boyfriend would come in and say, "Oh, I was doing some yoga."
Yeah, and that's why my breath smells like this.
Like alfalfa sprouts. You know where I got that description
what it
from?
smells like?
That's very accurate. Do any of you know who Augustine Burroughs is?
No.
He's the author of the book Running with Scissors, which was made into
I
a
read that
movie.
book.
Yeah, okay. And in it, he's
I heard
talking
that.
about how when he was young, when he lived at the psychiatrist's house, there was a schizophrenic man who was also gay living there, and he was a teenager. And when the guy would Augustine didn't describe it as being molested, even though that's what I would say it was. But the guy would take advantage of him and fuck him in the mouth in this one scene in the book, and then afterwards he says, "There's a taste like alfalfa sprouts in my mouth," and I'm like, "Huh, that's exactly what it tastes like too." So yeah,
I wouldn't know. Are alfalfa sprouts any good?
No.
they taste like semen.
It tastes gross. They taste like gross.
They're a garnish kind. You're not. I mean, it's like eating mint leaves or parsley alone. It's just meant as a garnish.
Fuck are alfalfa sprouts?
So what? Like I jacked my boyfriend off all over my salad, and it's a good garnish.
Don't
Sure,
garnish
why
a
not?
plate with semen.
Why not?
Oh
This
my
whole
goodness.
show has taken a turn for the worse. Sure. Why don't you have him do it on everything? And think he
Like,
will
hey,
become.
Jakey, can you
He'll become your salad squirter. And you're like, I can't eat when you're gone because
But
I missed.
on a side note, everyone should read Augustine Burroughs. He writes an excellent
So-
book. He's an excellent writer.
Queenie, would that make a Santorum
No,
heavy salad?
no.
So Santorum would be heavy salad dressing then, a fat heavy one, eh?
I don't know. How fatty is semen?
Just
Not
there's
at
no
all.
fat in it. It's protein
It's got a lot of sugar in it.
and salt.
Oh, so like if you were diabetic, you couldn't suck dick?
Yeah, that's why
No,
I'm
you
not
couldn't
gay
eat
anymore.
the semen. He's like, he loved. That's all I lived
Like,
off.
well,
of
that
before."
belly full of semen ain't doing your diabetes any good.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a cure for that now.
Oh yeah. Now all I have to do is shoot myself with some proteins. What I thought I was doing in the
I
first.
can eat as much cum as I like. you know?
Yay!
I wonder if you'd get fat sucking too much dick.
You'd have to do a lot. You'd have to be like sucking off whales or something.
Oh, semen, man. Oh, God, it goes straight to my thigh.
You know what? That reminds me of a porno I saw when I was a kid once.
Of course.
Where
when
okay,
you were a kid.
just listen. It's okay. You know, I was probably around 11 or 12,
Uh-huh.
and I can't remember how I came upon it, but it was a woman in the middle of
You're being forced to watch it by one of your uncles.
12,
Just
listen,
saying,
by
for
12 men or something like that.
12 men
And they
and
all-
you were watching a porno.
Listen
This is going to be a
up. I
great
can't do
story.
this, you fucking asshole. Just listen. And they're on it. They're all standing in front of a table, and their dicks are on
Wait, is this
dinner
in the
plates.
movie
Listen,
or is this where
this
you were?
is in the movie.
Okay.
Okay. There's a table with the center
I
removed. and
didn't
she's
know if you were
standing in
describing
middle of
the
it,
movie
and,
or Christmas.
and each of the men has their dick on a dinner plate. And she's sitting in the center of this table, which has the center removed, and she sucks off each guy until they come. And and at the end they're like, and Debbie lost 40 pounds on her diet of semen. She eats one. She sucks each one off on a dinner plate as if it were a meal.
Ew.
Oh, yeah, that's that wifey that was
Okay, I have a question. What did you watch this on? Was this one of the channels at your house?
No, I was well. Well, no, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch much on TV. So if I caught something like this, I probably found it really interesting.
And that's what I'm talking about. Don't watch TV. Why? Because all my porn is on it.
I wasn't allowed to watch MTV.
But you can watch that.
No, I think that ended up in the house as a VHS or something. I don't know where it was, and I don't remember exactly how I ended up watching it. But
I know for a fact your dad is right there.
No, he's not.
Oh, damn.
They went to bed.
Wake him up. Dad, I want to discuss something that really hurt me at 11.
No, it didn't hurt me. It made me go, I want to do that.
Did you want to be the lady or one of the guys with his dick on a plate?
I wanted to be the lady.
Aww.
Find porn. I'm in a forest somewhere, like every other normal kid.
He found a videotape in the forest because
when I was a kid, I used to.
Because the porn nymphs left it there. He interrupted one of their dance circles.
Hello, I'm the porn fairy.
And they went, oh, we've got to run.
I know you like dicks, but this is the best one I could find. I couldn't find.
When I was a kid, my dad was in Bosnia when I was like a teenager or something.
This sounds terrible already.
But no, he's like, I don't know who sent it to who, but like apparently my parents, while they were apart because he was overseas, he sent her this Tetris game where you're supposed to match up the people so they can be fucking. So it's a bunch of naked people falling from the top of the thing. You got to match them up so they can fuck.
He bought it at the Bosnians' equivalent of Spencer's Gifts.
But I remember playing it, and I was like, "How do you get the people to fuck?"
And that's how she taught you about sex. Here, I want you to play this video game. And you're like,
my mom only ever tells me not to have sex because she doesn't want grandchildren.
That's what the porn fairy is for.
I need the porn fairy to send me some porn.
Like,
do you know how I can?
You know, you set her mind at ease to let her know that you're not going to have a vagina for much longer, and you're instead going to have a penis.
Oh, I don't know how to break it to her that I want to get a sex change.
Let me do it.
I'm her only daughter.
I'll be. Does she have Google Hangouts? I'll invite her to a hangout.
Oh, she saw my picture today when I posed with no shirt on Facebook. She's like, "Honey, why did you do that?" Because she's actually on my friends list. And I was like, "Oh, Mom, I was doing it for some activist thing. You wouldn't understand."
You weren't. You were just wanted to be like, "Oh,
cradle your boobs and show them to people."
I'll admit.
Quick, everybody, go to her Facebook page.
Yeah, look at my boobs. I'll admit 99% of why I did it was so that people would ogle my boobs.
But you don't see your boobs, you're covering them up.
Yeah, but you can see the mounds, and then people are like, oh, if only she would move her hand.
You can see the boob flex.
That's what they're doing in an internet chock full of porn, to the point in which semen leaks out of my computer screen. They're going to go to the one that has it covered up. And they're like, oh, if only she moved.
I actually have a full-blown naked pics on the internet.
I think you've mentioned that before, actually.
Yeah, I did. I had Tinky take them, and I was like, I'm going to put these on the internet, Tinky. And he was like, okay. And I was
Tumblr
like,
famous now.
I should put them on Tumblr just to
I doubt that they're under her YouTube name.
No, because I tried to get my YouTube name on FetLife, but I couldn't get it.
Why? Someone else had it? Or they just wouldn't allow it?
Either it was somebody else had it, or it was too many characters.
Actually, you know what? If you put in your name in Google Images, I bet you probably come up with a couple of people. I would imagine. Not your really real name, but you know.
I just come up with a gas mask.
No, my pseudo.
You'll come up with me and some people with beards that only go like this. Because that's the monkey tail beard.
Is that what you're growing? Are you growing the monkey tail beard?
No.
Oh.
My beard's just really shit and doesn't go for the cheeks.
It doesn't go for the cheeks.
It just goes for the massive goatee.
That's fine. It looks good on you.
One of the pictures that shows up is Scar from The Lion King.
I used to do, in the olden days before YouTube, I did a website where I had a column called Google Roulette. in which I would take an innocuous word, put it into Google image search, and find the most wrong picture for, like, I type in fish, and it would be a picture of a woman in India that looks like she's about to be fed a tooth by a UN worker. And I'm like, why did this come up when I put in the word fish? And I would just, do that once a week and find the one picture that had nothing to do with what I was searching for.
Mm.
So that's probably what it is.
I'm liking T-Bean's comment.
Who?
Who's coming?
What did T-Bean say?
Jason has lost control of him again.
That assumes that I had control over them in the first place, T-Bean, which I never had, ever. It always drifts back to Dick. I'm going to rename the show. I'm just going to call it the Daily Dick House. How's that? Come on down to the Dick House. We have a sweet and sour dick.
We've got dicks, and more dicks.
We've got skinny dicks, long dicks, short dicks, fat dicks, all the dicks you could ever want a dick with your dick, a dick.
We even have
We've
Tabby
got all
dicks.
kinds
I don't
of
know how they got here. They just came in all confused.
Who did? Who said that?
Me.
Oh, you said it. Okay. Mm-mm.
Yes.
Well, I hope you all got it out of your system.
No, I
Is
don't
that
know
gonna-
for tomorrow.
I'm going to...
I'm going to talk
got
about
something
dicks
to
again
do.
next week. You know this is going to happen.
Until you get one, and then you'll be all like, I don't think that's funny. I don't think anything that is funny. Stop talking about dicks like there's something gross. They're not gross. It's beautiful. I love my dick. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to stop you from waving it in front of the screen and getting me kicked off YouTube.
I'll be like, everybody look, I finally got a dick! Woo! And then I'll helicopter it.
When you finally get a dick, just be careful of zips.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know. I always wonder how Tinky manages to not zip up his dick because he goes commando so much.
We've been doing it since
Since we were a kid. I've never zipped up my penis.
I've zipped up some ball hair before.
Yeah, that happens every once in a while.
You see, men's trousers usually have a wee shield.
Tinky shaves this dick.
What, his dick has hair that the
Yeah.
shaft has hair on it?
shaft-
No, the balls. He shaves his balls.
Why?
Oh,
I
whatever.
don't know.
Women.
He shaves
Yeah,
he shaves
girl.
the majority of his body hair off.
ode to my shaved balls.
Does
He
he
No,
not,
shave
does
off
he
his-
not like
Really,
hair? Is that it? He's like a hairless. He's like a Rex.
He shaves his head and everything.
Eyebrows?
I don't think he ever had eyebrows.
Does he pull out his eyelashes?
No.
Hmm.
He
Do you have
still
to-
has eyelashes.
Do you burn it off with like a acetylene torch? Just
No,
set on broad. You're just like
Whole body nares him.
Is
I don't know.
that why he's
Actually,
always
Probably
in the
because
bathroom?
bath hair.
It says on the bottle, "Do not put on genitals." So
That was after they released the product, because I think 3 seconds after it hit the store shelf, someone went, "That burns me."
Oh, shit.
why is the skin coming off too?
It burned my
I'm
outer
surprised-
skin and dried my vagina up.
I'm just
No, I
surprised
can't
that
have
there's not more people going to hospital for toothpaste burns down there.
Toothpaste.
Why toothpaste?
I heard of a
Toothpaste
chick who
burn.
went to the hospital because she put hair dye because she wanted the carpets to match the drapes.
So
Yeah, you're not
wait.
supposed to do that.
Yeah, man. Right, you get toothpaste, it burns on sensitive parts of the body.
Who would go and suck somebody off after brushing their teeth?
You don't brush your teeth before you get down and dirty?
After,
Before.
not before. Oh, you
Yeah,
mean?
before.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't think you
Atticus,
understand how it is.
You just
Jason, have you ever sucked a dick?
under the foreskin.
When you brush it, you'll be cold and icy. You're like, excuse me, hold on, I gotta brush my teeth
Don't
before
you guys
I
rip
suck
your mouths out after you brush your teeth, or do you just come at them with their mouth
No,
foaming?
listen. Listen to what you are saying to do. Okay, just before I go down on some guy, you are saying that I should brush my mouth minty clean and then put my ice cold mouth on their dick and balls.
Yeah.
Like that won't cause a No, no.
It'll be exhilarating. Here's what I'm actually
It will
suggesting
burn
you do.
sensitive parts.
Take a handful of icy hot and
No!
just slap it right up into his butthole.
Oh, I have a
Screaming.
story. I have a story.
Aggressively jerk him off.
Should I have a story.
Happy Friday, everybody!
I once masturbated with eucalyptus ointment.
Why?
As a
Why?
child.
Why?
'Cause
I know why, because you just watched a movie where 12 guys jacked off onto a dinner plate.
No, it was because I didn't read the bottle, and secondly, I thought that it would make it feel interesting because it was cold. I didn't realize just how badly it would burn and how it would make me run screaming into the shower to wash myself off, which in case you don't know, if you add water, it makes it fucking worse.
Yeah.
So I ended up
Same thing
saying
with tea tree oil.
yes.
Also,
So,
yeah,
a bad
it's not a good thing.
experience.
But an ice cube now and then, you need to experiment a little bit.
An ice cube inside of a condom.
That's the next man you get. Why not try chopping some chilies beforehand, some nice Scotch bonnets?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Chop
Ow.
up some chilies without gloves on and then just stick them right in his eyes.
Right on his ball sack.
Yeah, some habaneros. Hey, and then just, yeah. Hold on a
Stick a
second.
chili
I
up
gotta go.
his butthole.
Just take a freshly cut chili and lightly rub it underneath the dick.
No.
Don't listen to any of us right now. We're not doing good things. We're enacting We're asking you to enact fantasies we'd never ever do
I
ourselves.
get a straw full of chili powder and blow it into the head of his penis.
Oh, into the pee hole. Oh.
This is
Don't
how
do
I
that.
do it.
You know that popular Chinese hot sauce? It already has a little spigot on the end.
So
Just
that's
have
awesome.
it dock with it and...
Jason,
Yes, what?
it's from Thailand.
Oh, it's from Thailand. I'm sorry. Thank you. Like I care. It's all squirrely writing, and I can't read it, and it's got a rooster on it.
Do you guys have a rooster?
Yeah, what do you guys have?
I think I've got a goose in mine.
A goose? That makes
Yeah.
no sense. Chickens make more sense.
I'd have to go get it from the fence to make sure, but yeah, I think it's...
Do you put it on goose?
No,
I've never had goose before.
it's the name of the company. The symbol of the company. Then.
Okay.
Why do they
Isn't
call
like,
it duck sauce? Does anybody know?
'cause you put it on ducks.
No, I've never put it on duck.
'Cause
Why do
ducks
they
make
call
it.
No, it's applesauce and vinegar. Why do they call it duck sauce?
Oh, did you know ducks have a corkscrew penis?
Yes, I know. They have a corkscrew penis and they're rapists, and male ducks will have sex with dead ducks. Yes, I know all about duck sex. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
People thought
That's
that-
cool.
that-
You know what ducks have that you don't? A penis.
Ah!
And if we thought that people thought that ducks healed, we'd do those raping flying bastards.
They are raping flying bastards, and the female has developed a maze-like vagina, so that it can actually lead the corkscrew penis into dead ends, so that she doesn't have to have that rapist duck's baby.
Wow. Awesome evolutionary advantage.
But it's not just one rapist; it's an orgy of rapists usually.
Mm-hmm. Male
This
ducks
guy-
are really bad.
How do they go? Well, how do they make the decision to go out? I mean, do they go, okay, well, this guy's slightly less rapey than the rest of them, so let him in? I mean, Jesus.
It's
Do they
that
fight him
rather-
off? Do they bite them? Do they go, fuck you? Get
Oh yeah, have you ever seen a duck with no feathers on the back of its head? That's because the male duck rips the feathers out of the back of the female duck's head as it grabs onto her neck while he
Jesus.
forces himself on her.
fucking
Yeah,
patriarchy.
duck rape isn't nice.
Patriarchy.
Duckriarty.
Yeah.
It puts a whole new spin on Howard the Duck. With those duck tits.
That movie's fucking terrible.
That movie is
What a
brilliant.
downer. Somebody say something funny before it's over.
What a downer. Oh, Howard the Duck. Let's all commit suicide because someone brought up Howard the Duck.
Yes.
Hey man,
That movie is so bad. Why?
Howard the Duck is one of my favourite bad films.
It's not mine. It's boring as shit. I hate it. I would only show it to people that I hate.
Future, and it's got her arse.
That's enough for right there.
It's got the wifey from Back to the Future, and it's got her rather nice arse.
Yeah, and she's in love with a duck.
Ew. Does he
She
bite the
wants to
feathers off the back of her
He
head?
gets all seductive with. Okay, granted, it's a little person in a duck costume, but still and all, it's freaking bestiality right there. I don't care how charming he is.
But
Fuck ducks.
Oh,
Is it-
Hal,
Night, everybody.
show me